Hey guys, Alyssa here, and today I'm going to be doing my Filofax tour. This is just a preliminary setup. I, like so many other people who are obsessed with Filofaxes, have such an addiction to planners, and I seem to buy so many. I was initially in an Erin Condren, but the life planner just did not work out for me. If you're interested in that, I can go into more detail in a different video, just let me know. I then purchased a Sugar Paper LA from Target planner, one that was about this personal size, and although it's a lovely planner, it's very pretty, the setup just did not work for me. So I decided to move back into the Filofax, and like I said, this is just how it is for now. I've only been in it for about 2 weeks, I think, and I'm sure my setup's going to change. So this is the Filofax Domino in personal, obviously in the color grape. When you open it up, this is what it looks like. It hasn't started flying fly yet. I'm working on it. So as you can see, I leave basically all the card slots empty. I don't put anything in it. So many people, queued it up by putting little post-it flags or little washi tape, a bunch of paper clips. That just does not work for me. Although I love the thought of it, it's kind of clutters everything up, and the point of a planner to me is to help you organize your life and make everything a little more efficient. So putting a bunch of stuff in my planner that I don't need is just a hassle, so I decided to avoid that. I do have a few little note papers. These aren't sticky notes, they're just little pieces of paper. These are from Vera Bradley. I believe that the note collection is called Just a Note or something like that. If I'm talking to one of my bosses and I need to take a little note and then file it later into the Filofax, I'll just jot it down on this, and I keep them in this pocket. So this is my flyleaf, and as you can see, I do keep a sticky note. This is some course information for one of my courses that's starting on Monday. And then this is a top-loading envelope. This is a photo of my boyfriend and I, and then on the back is a photo of my girlfriends and I. This is just a place to put stuff that I'm going to take care of in a day or two. Right here is just a little piece of paper. It was a print that I had pinned on Pinterest that one of my girlfriends printed out for me, and I just thought it was really pretty, so I figured what better place to put it than in my Filofax. This initially was a divider I had made. It is a piece of scrapbooking paper that I had purchased from Michael's, and then I just reinforced the holes with a strip of washi tape, and I had been using some of the Avery repositional tabs, but I just hated how it looked. Those things slide around. I didn't want to tape it to the paper just in case I decided to repurpose this divider. And I just, I decided to get rid of the tabs. So in this section is the personal information, if you find this, please call me, and I have my cell phone number and my personal email address under this post-it note. I've heard it's really dangerous to put your address on here, and that makes sense to me. So I decided just to go with my phone number and my email, and this insert is one of the Punctuate by Barnes & Noble. These inserts come in those little binders that are like clear plastic, and they have owls or shoes or something on it, and right now they're 50% off. This is going to be a reoccurring thing that you see in my planner. I love the Punctuate planner inserts. They have really nice paper quality, they're very thick, and they're cute. So that's what I'm using. And then this is just the Filofax registration number. I don't know if it's bad to show you, so I'm just going to cover that up, but I have it on a strip of washi tape and then a little robot sticker. And then you come to my first divider. Again, this is one of the Punctuate dividers, and this one is called Events, but this is my month at a glance. The first thing you see is the monthly year at a glance from Filofax for 2014, and I thought it would be nice just to have in there for reference. And this is what my month at a glance looks like. I really love how it looks when people really pretty up their Filofaxes, like with all the washi tape and the stickers, but like I said, when I look at it, it just stresses me out. So I opted to do like a layered look here. There's a little bit of color, a little bit of decoration, but it doesn't take away from the purpose of this page. And basically what I use my month at a glance for is work planning, and I don't really employ a color coding system because having to think about which color pen I'm using when I'm trying to write something down in a hurry is just really stressful and unnecessary. So I do code it a little. I either use my store number or Adam, which is the name of my client, and that way I know my work shifts, and then any other important dates, for instance like a wedding that I'm going to in April, will be in here. but I don't use this for day-to-day things other than work shifts. I do keep the entire year in here just so I have the ability to plan in advance. The next section is called weight, and I am on, I guess you could call a weight loss journey. That sounds kind of cheesy, but it's true. And I decided to repurpose the Punctuate monthly at a glance pages for this purpose. So this is January, and as you can see, it has all of, ooh, it's not focusing, I'm sorry. It has all of the dates and the days of the week. And what I'm going to do with this is every time I go to the gym, I'll put a star sticker over that date. Obviously, I haven't gone to the gym yet this month, which is really bad, but right now it feels like it's -20, so I feel like I'm justified in not going. And then down in the notes section, I'm going to be documenting my weigh-ins, which I weigh in on every Saturday. So my last weigh-in was on the 4th. My weight is under my fingers. I don't want to show you because that's personal. And then over here, I will put how much I've lost. I did opt to keep all of the months in just so I can kind of get it into my head that this is an ongoing process. I do need to look to the long term and, you know, just have that mindset. The next section is called Planner, and this is where I keep my week at a glance. These are 2 things that I just keep for reference. One thing I've decided to start doing is tracking my monthly bills. I'm from the generation where everything is technology, so I am used to looking at my bills online and not keeping a ledger. I cannot keep a bank ledger to save my soul. I've tried so many times. So I wrote down the reoccurring bills that I have, the dates that they'll hit, and then I'll put a check mark next to it just so I know that I'm checking my bank statement, making sure everything's going through okay, and then also the amounts, of course, and then the total. This will be something I do every single month because I really do want to start having a better grasp on my finances. Not that I was already doing it, but I can become more efficient at it. Then over here is another thing I've decided to start doing. Instead of doing yearly resolutions or yearly goals or whatever you want to call them, I've decided to start doing monthly goals. So I'm going to have a few intangible and a few tangible things that I can do. For instance, I said stop buying needlessly, use what I have, and stop hoarding. But then I have a few things that I can actually do. So I want to finish the Fellowship of the Ring book, lose 5 pounds, film the video I'm doing right now, and then a few other videos for my book channel. And this is something I will do every single month. And then you get into the current week. Again, like you can see, there's not much going on here. I do have a little strip of washi, but that's really the only decoration I have. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep my focus on organization. So the only real color coding thing I have is if I work, I will put my schedule at the top in a different color pen, and then if I have a daily to-do list, I will put it in black. So it's just daily things, like I worked 9 to 4 yesterday and I had 2 things to do. Today I work again, and then I had to go run to the bank. So every day I like to do just a little mini to-do list. This is another thing that I'm trying to do to help my stop spending needlessly goal for the month, and that is track my day-to-day expenses that I use on my credit card, which is the primary card that I use. So I decided to just write down everything I have, and if you're curious about what this little ledger is, I will leave information in the down box below. And then I just have the rest of my week. I usually plan my day out maybe a few days in advance, so that's why this is pretty blank over here. I do keep a few months in advance in this section. I wouldn't typically do that, but I have until April in here. That's because my boyfriend's best friend is getting married, so I know we're going to have a lot of stuff to do in the next coming months as far as making reservations. He's not organized, so he usually passes that stuff off to me. So otherwise I would only keep about 2 months in advance because there's no need for me to have all of this paper in my planner because I have the month at a glance that I can keep sticky notes on. The next section is called Notes, and in it I do keep running lists. The first list is a to-do list of things that are not really pressing matters for me. It's stuff I can work on as I go. The next list is of items that I need to buy as soon as possible, and these are non-grocery items. They're more like clothing or beauty, so I need to buy some things for work. And then the last list I have in here is a wish list. And this again ties into the stop buying needlessly. I am the type of person that if I see something cute for a reasonable price, I will just buy it because I know I have the funds. But if I do that every single day, I'm racking up a lot of money. So I'm trying to write down the things that I see that I want, and I can just think about them and look at them and say, do I really need this? and it's just helping me get into a mindset. So for instance, I have by a personal Malden in Ochre, which is my dream Filofax. I love it so much. I think it's so pretty. And then I also found the Cover Story Flamingo on Amazon for a reasonable price. If you guys have a Cover Story Flamingo, can you please let me know what you think about it? I thought it was really cute. It wasn't a Filofax I really paid attention to, so I'm just curious to hear your opinions. And then the rest of this section is just blank paper. So I have the punctuate paper, a few grids, more of the to-do list, and then the line paper. The last section is called numbers. In this section, I just keep the emergency numbers that I know I will need if I ever lose my phone, if my phone ever dies and I'm in a weird situation. And then I just have the punctuate number planners that I'll use to write down school contact numbers, email addresses, classmates, that kind of stuff. The back divider is again from punctuate, and that just closes off the planner section. And I have 2 more envelopes back here. This is one of the envelopes from Filofax. It's top loading up here, and it also has the business cards section down here. This I'll just use, I don't know, to catch stuff that's not pressing. So I have 2 little scratch offs that are worth like $5, so I'll take care of that later. And then this is a zip pouch from Punctuate. This is just a little jot pad, and then this pen right here is a mini pen from Vera Bradley that came with those note papers that I showed you earlier. In the back section are just blank deposit notes. Don't worry, my account number is not on here. These are the ones from inside the bank. And then the last thing is my favorite pen, and that is the Sharpie pen, and this is in black, but I also use the pink in the teal, but I, for the life of me, cannot find it. That was my planner video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. I hope I wasn't too verbose in it. I'll probably be doing an updated tour later on after a few months have gone by. If you yourself have a planner video, please let me know so I can go check it out. I'm absolutely obsessed, and I will see you guys later. Bye!